Not many believe, but I did. Not many believed, but I did. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wayne. Welcome to Wayne's World, man. We got to get into it. So, shout out to House of Body Sports podcast. That is my podcast that I am on. Make sure you guys subscribe to that channel, like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Get some more outreach, man. But the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets are both up 3-0. And not many people believe that this would happen. And a lot of people are saying, oh, this is going to be bad for NBA ratings. This is going to be terrible. This is going to be the worst rated finals ever. And maybe that is so. Maybe that is so. But this is actually real basketball. We're talking about two teams that play really hard for all 48 minutes. Back-to-back MVP Nikola Jokic. You got the Cinderella story in the Miami Heat, the 8th seed, who could potentially be the first 8th seed to ever win the NBA championship. We're talking about this is some great basketball we're watching, man. Jamal Murray, is he on his climb to being a superstar or all-star? Many don't know. We're looking at undrafted players like Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, Max Strus, Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson has had a revitalization of his career because of what happened to Tyler Hero and Victor Oladipo. Now he's getting minutes and now he's shooting the lights off. And I think that's kind of, and people are like, oh, he's getting his confidence back. He's just getting minutes back. Duncan wasn't good for the past 2 years. He was not missing. But that's also because he knew he was on a short leash. It's something about being able to play more free that makes you just back to your old self. Because when he first came, before he got that contract, he was just playing and just shooting because they were like, just shoot. And now that Tyler Hero and everyone's hurt, now he's shooting. And he's shooting carefree. And now it's more effortlessly, man. Gabe Vincent, he's going to get some money this offseason. Caleb Martin, going to make some money this offseason, man. It's crazy to watch these players, man. I knew Gabe Vincent had some things in him. I'm not gonna lie. At one point, I made a video calling Pat Riley a fraud because we didn't make any moves during the off season, during the trade deadline. But they just believed in this unit. And this last year, Jimmy said we would be back in this position and we would win. I had the Heat in 6 when the series first started. But after game 1, I told everybody on House of Ice Sports podcast that I think we're going to either sweep or win in 5, just because of how I saw how we won that game. And we won that game the same way we've been winning every single game. And as long as we take game 1, which we have done in every single series thus far, I'm very confident in this Miami Heat team. Jimmy Butler last night didn't even have to play a lot. And the Miami Heat blew out the Boston Celtics. That was a blowout. The game was close for a quarter. After that, the Miami Heat took control and won. This team in the beginning of the series had a 3% chance of 3% chance down in every series. I know people said they're probably favored in the next series. I don't believe that because before the next series started, everyone was saying the Knicks were going to win, and all of a sudden the Heat were the betting favorite. I don't know where that came from. This team has been. I am, as a Miami Heat fan, as a D-Wade guy, this poster, one of these posters are going to get replaced. Probably not the D-Wade, but I probably move my college poster. Or no, I'll probably put the Jimmy poster right here. Because the Jimmy poster is coming, man. The big face merch is coming. But let me stop speaking as a fan. I can't believe what I'm seeing from the Celtics, in all honesty. I thought they would put up a bigger fight. You got just Jason Tatum going missing in fourth quarters. And then last night I thought he was going to have a big game, and then it just didn't happen. They couldn't find a rhythm. It's clear that they're missing someone that can initiate offense, and these two guys aren't. And not that these two guys aren't. They're just not getting enough practice. It's back-to-back regular season is where you practice with your team. Because this team is always a championship contender. So this is in the regular season when you practice with your teams on these guys being the main facilitators and continue to upgrade their skills. They haven't clearly done that. They have And the year before is Marcus Smart really doing a lot of it, but then when they get a crunch time of the game, now you want Jason Tatum to do it. Now you want Jaylen Brown to do it. Doesn't work like that. They're used to just getting the ball going and scoring. But now when the defense is collapsing on them and it's not the same coverages that they're used to getting, they're gonna make mistakes, and that's over and over again. And this is something that is just in the name of the game of basketball nowadays. Your best players have to be able to facilitate. If they cannot facilitate, then they're not good. They're not gonna be able to do what you need them to do, especially when it comes to championship contending teams. That's why the Lakers kind of have a problem with Anthony Davis, because even though they have LeBron clearly isn't the same person. But AD is not a great facilitator. While you have the Denver Nuggets, where Jamal Murray can facilitate really well. And then obviously we have the best facilitator in the game, and Nikola Jokic at center, to the point where you're running pick and rolls with the point guard and center, but it's reversed. The center is the ball handler, and the point guard is sending the screens, doing the pick and pop, doing the pick and rolls, diving down to the rim. These two teams are out hustling the two historic franchises, which is kind of crazy to see. These two underdogs are out hustling these teams on a 48-minute basis. There may be 5 minutes in the game where the other two teams are going out and out hustling this team, but quick timeout. Let's get this. That's one thing I love about Spo. We can have a 10-point lead. 1, 2, 3, 4. They score 6 points. Timeout. Reset it. Let's get back. Let's get the troops back in mind. While these other coaches will watch teams go on runs and not do anything. Mike Malone has been doing a tremendous job with his Denver Nuggets team, man. Aaron Gordon is a clear weakness, but he's on offensive end, but you can't see it for the simple fact that they're hitting their shots. Great facilitator Jamal Murray. At this point, to me, he's a Western Conference Finals MVP because how he's been playing. And not to say Jokic's been playing bad, but Jamal Murray, especially in these fourth quarters, has been carrying this team. So this is a really crazy thing to watch right now. I'm really enjoying basketball, not only because my team is playing well, but just like the other two teams. I'm excited for these finals. Again, not only because my team is in it, but because I know I'm going to get great 48 minutes, great effort on a night in and night out basis by both of these teams. Like I've watched the Heat go down 15, 17 and not give up and come back over and over and over again. And I think the Denver Nuggets will do the same thing. KCP is shooting the hell out of the ball. Michael Porter Jr., man, if he's not hitting his shots, he's impacting the games other ways, such as getting rebounds and limiting teams' possessions. He's getting 8 to 10 rebounds on a gamely basis, and that's on whether it's offensive, defensive. KCP hitting threes. Bruce Brown being an incredible player off the bench. That he's really helping this Nuggets team out. Jeff Green giving them some solid minutes. I can't say enough about Cody Zeller giving these teams solid minutes. Can't talk enough about Caleb Martin, great minutes. Duncan Robinson, great minutes. Kyle Lowry, great minutes. One of the greatest moves Eric Spoelstra made was our bench unit was asked for the majority of the season. And he's like, let's move Gabe to the starting lineup. And let's move Kyle Lowry to the bench. And that made the bench unit tremendously better because now you had a true facilitator out there. You didn't need to have Jimmy and Bam out there with the bench unit. Now you got a vet in Kyle Lowry. Cody Zeller has been great feet of energy, running up and down the court, getting rebounds, offensive rebounds, blocking shots. And then I'm just surprised. This Boston Celtics team, which Ime Udoka had last year, they had plenty of fight in them. I don't know if they just don't trust Joe Mazzulla. They're not listening to his message. Obviously, he's getting severely outcoached, but most coaches are going to get severely outcoached when you're going against Eric Spoelstra. It is very crazy to see what is going on right now. I can't even explain what's going on. I mean, I can explain it. Boston Celtics aren't hitting their shots. They're turning the ball over. Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown has been a huge disappointment in this series. Like, he's not been good in any game. At least Jason Tatum has had the first two games, the first three quarters, he was great. But then the fourth quarter disappeared. But you can't do that. There is no point in this game or a point in the series where I thought Jaylen Brown was having a great game, good time at all. I thought he was going to go crazy a little bit this year, this game, but he didn't. He hit a couple faders, and then from there, it doesn't happen. Robert Williams and Grant Williams have been the only people that have shown any fight. Marcus Smart, who's a guy I know to be a dog that have fight, I forget he's on the court a lot of times. That's how disappointing it's been. They had that. I don't know if when they had that run in game one at the end of the first half, if they thought that would take the Miami Heat out. And because it didn't, they're like, oh, this team is for real. This team is serious. I just don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy, but all I know is the Heat are up 3-0. Nuggets are up 3-0. First of four, series still not over. It won't be over until one of these teams get 4 wins, but this is very impressive from what I'm seeing from both teams. And I'm excited to see what's going on, man. I'm definitely going to make some more videos. I'm sorry I didn't give you guys a game 2 video. I had to give you guys a game 3 video. So, till next time, my name is Wayne, and we'll catch you guys later.